Yeah, actually, I just find my topic lucky one. And after I graduate, I'm trying to find a full-time job. And at that time, I just saw a hiring advertisement on Craigslist. So I know it's an NGO, but I know what's that for. So I just submit my resume. And luckily, I got an interview from Catherine Shigu and Martin Shibo. So they tell me so many things about Tzu Chi, what we do and how we do it and how we help people, especially the disaster relief part that really attract me the best. So I joined Tzu Chi as admin assistant, and I work under our CEO brother Han Kui, and also right now I always follow Si Ba, so he is kind of like my boss right now. So, and you know, I'm really the lucky one because right after 3 months after I joined Tzu Chi, there is a flood happening in Haiti, in their second largest state, Cap-Haïtien. Their capital actually is Port-au-Prince in south, and Cap-Haïtien is in the north. So we went there. We went there actually totally 4 times. So actually, what really makes me to stay here, to stay work with Tzu Chi, is actually what I saw in Haiti and what I experienced there. Because I saw so many kids that they are naked, they don't have enough food, they don't have any medicine. And our brother Jeffrey Lu, right down there, he went to Haiti with me last year to do the rice distribution. And we just experienced so much, and I'm really moved because I just had my kids right after I joined Tzu Chi. So I cannot imagine I'm gonna be that shocked when I see those kids, when I see they don't have food, they get sick, they don't have medicine. And also, I can tell you a story. It's a very sad story. So I talked to one of the parents of the kids, and they told me, well, you know, we really need money. And there are so many NGO coming here. Sometimes there's a flood, and some of our kids just get drowned. So the NGO is like giving them $200 to $300 for each dead kids, just like compensation. And she told me that she is getting ready next time when the flood coming, she's gonna drown his own kids, just for the $200. How sad is that? Yeah, so after I come back from Haiti, you know, much before I really complain a lot. I complain about lots of things like the heavy traffic near LAX, and sometimes the baking hot weather in LA. But you know, when I get off the plane, go back to the United States, I feel, wow, it's really happening here. I really love the traffic jam because I can see so many cars and so many people around me. And from that time on, I really decided, yes, this is the job I want. Some of my friends, they asking me, hey man, you get an MBA degree, why you stay with Tzu Chi as an admin assistant and your salary is... I didn't say anything, all right, Sema. Yeah, they told me your salary is, I said, no, you don't know how meaningful this job is. And after I have a chance to go back to Taiwan to see Master, and after I see how she really teach us, and after I learned so much from them, and I meet so many good sisters, brothers, Shigu Shibo, and during today's lunch, I talked to Si Ma that the reason why I like to go out with you, because there's 3 good things. First one, I can learn good things from him. Second one, I can meet so many good people like you. And the third one is the most important one, I always have good food. And the reason I want to share all my experience with Tzu Chi is that I'm trying to tell you, you are making the right decision, the right choice to join Tzu Chi. This is a family. This is the best organization ever in the world. And I never see any organization that people can get along so well. They love each other, they help each other, and they help those people in need. So let's keep working. You guys are the future. Maybe I am too. I'm just. Yeah, so I hope no matter what you do, no matter how much money you make, just don't forget how you start. Just don't forget why you joined Tzu Chi. I hope in the future, no matter near future or in the long future, I'm gonna still see you guys. I'm gonna still see you very often because you are my family members. You are my best friends. You are my brother and sisters. Thank you. And okay, I think, all right, it's like 10 minutes, so that's all for my part. And I would like to introduce a VIP, a very important person. And some people call him Global Volunteer Director. Some people call his 思贤爸爸. And I would like to call him Tzu Chi's Museum and Encyclopedia. So let's welcome Stephen Huang, our dearest 思贤爸爸. Thank you.
Good job. Okay, our respectful and beloved master in Hualien, and our master in abroad, especially today in Northern California, all my Tzu Chi friends and family members. How are you? Good, okay. Actually, I'm testing Mike, see how he react if something happened like today. He prepared 3 nights, 4 days for 10 minutes with the prisoner services mission, with a lot of PPTs and speak to you. But all of a sudden, the computer was down, my PPT was down. So I'm very happy because usually for the last 27, 28 years, I spoke to a lot of audience without any PPT. But lately, let me require I use PPT. So you can see photos, you can see my footprints, or maybe you can copy or record. But I'm very glad today the computer was down. I don't know they did it on purpose or it accidentally happened. But this is telling you in our lives, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Because in Northern California, I always trust they are the best pickup team. But how come this happened here? Must be a reason. That's what you had to be prepared all the time in your life. Now, it's the end of a day, almost like 5:30, 6 o'clock. You guys probably are hungry already. And I request that maybe this translator is better for me to just speaking in Mandarin is much easier, but they refuse. So I have to tell you in the first beginning, my English is farmers market English, 叫做菜英文 ，OK， 卖菜的英文 ，OK， vegetable English。My vocabulary of English is not as good as Tzu Guang, okay, Stephanie from Hawaii, or Peggy, or you guys born or live here in the United States. Although I come here in '74 and study and do business, but most of all is I joined Tzu Chi for nearly 28 years, and then I've been so lucky be with the master so close and so often in a long period of time, especially since 1996 until now. I was the first CEO of United States chapter. And before that, I just a businessman. But people call me an entrepreneur in Los Angeles. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, okay? You know, I have my own business, trading, real estate, blue jeans, you know. Actually, the uniform you guys wear today is blue and white. It's come off my designing, you know. But actually, Master love it. The first time, I think in the 29th anniversary, the U.S. team went back to Hualien, and all of a sudden, everybody opened their eyes and said, where did this team come from? And they wear uniform, blue and white. You know, that's today's volunteers, blue and white. And then, but all this business, to me, as of today, before, that's my life, making money, making more money, making more money, and to enjoy a better life, a much better life, and better life. That's what before. And just too bad I cannot show you how I look like before, with mustache, with curly hair. Each time I have to spend $200-300 US to curl my hair. $200-300 US. So in the car I drove, people can use the money to buy a house, okay? Sometimes the house is so, and in my house, 46,000 people visited already. Sometimes I cannot find my wife and kids. Too many rooms, you know. But now he seems, so admire this guy. You know, he must be a rich guy. Or actually, tell you the truth, I'm not as rich as like Buffett or Mr. Lee in Hong Kong. But I think I'm rich enough to enjoy almost the best life of the United States. So-called best life is anything you want, I have money to buy it. But after I joined Tzu Chi, just 5 days, I become Master's disciple. I met the Master in April the 3rd, 1989. 2 days after I joined my eldest brother's funeral. And actually today's my topic is the story. It just happened yesterday. Tried to buy books in a bookstore, and on the wall says, one who tells the story rule the world. I say, good, great. One who tells the story rule your world or my world. And where is our world? Where is our world? So the story actually began 2,500 years ago. Buddha. 50 years ago, Master Cheng Yen, when she established Tzu Chi. Or 27, 28 years ago, I met Master Cheng Yen. Right after I saw my so loved, beloved eldest brother buried into a dirt. And I'm crying because he loved me so much, and he's 13 years older than me, just like a father to me, because my family have 10 kids. I have 4 elder brothers, 2 elder sisters, 1 younger sister, and 2 younger brothers. I'm the number 7th, lucky 7th. So when I saw his coffin gradually down to the earth, and in our custom, I have to throw eggs and make wish for him. So I say, Justin, you love me so much, but how come you leave this world so young? He's only like 52 or 3. So I make a wish. I say, your brother Stephen, me, okay, today I'm pretty successful. Nothing I can do for you, so I will become a vegetarian for you. So I throw the eggs on his coffin. But 1 second, I regret. Gosh, how can I be a vegetarian? You know, at that time, I can fly from Los Angeles to Hong Kong just to eat. I wish Master is not listening right now. just to eat so many delicious dishes, okay? And whoever fly over there or swim into the water or crawl on the land, unless they eat me first, I eat him. All those meats I ate, today I'm so ashamed to tell you. And I don't want to tell you anymore because every time I tell everybody what I ate, it's a nightmare to me. Because I feel in deep of my heart, I'm so sorry for those beings. I ate them. Okay, because you guys are so good, I just tell you one story, okay? Forget about dogs or cats, okay? I mean, a lovely animal called rabbit. Rabbit. So one day, my friend took me to an area near Guandu. Actually, it's the Taipei headquarters of Tzu Chi. And it's people eating rabbit meat over there, very famous and delicious, tasty. So there's a bunch of rabbit in this cage, and that cage, and that cage. So the owner says, Mr. Huang, which one you want? Look at it. I say, that one. So right now I'm still remember that little white, so cute, lovely rabbit open his or her red eyes, watch on me, and tell me, why me? And I ate him or her. So now comes the karma. 因果, cause and result. My two sons, 他们都属兔子的. The year they born is rabbit. My eldest son, Albert, and my youngest son, Arthur, graduated from Berkeley and UC Irvine. Arthur graduated in Berkeley. They are 12 years apart. It's all the year of rabbit. So for sure, I have to serve them to the day I die. That's the cause and karma. So every time I talk to young people in Tzu Chi, and now like today, okay, all the girls have to become, very cute with two, and then all the young men have to wear white pants. And before, who wear white pants this time? Oh, but this time in Rio de Janeiro, the U.S. team wear white pants. Finally, because when we asked the Tzu Chi wear white pants, especially in Berkeley at that time, all those guys against the war, those hippies in the 70s, all those guys think they are the most modern people in this world. Say, who wear white pants? They are abnormal or gay at that time. So a lot of people complain to join Tzu Chi. So many rules and regulations. You cannot do that, you cannot do that, you have to do this, you have to wake up, you have to eat food, you have to eat vegetarian, you cannot eat meat, no kiss, no dance, no girl, no boyfriends, no marriage, no. But talking about marriage, okay, lately my speech, I always ask people, okay, today I'm going to ask the same thing. Okay, same thing to you, okay, everybody in the audience. If you are married, please raise your hand. I remember. Married? Okay, put down. You have kids? You have grandkids? Less and less, okay? But still, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 3 grandkids now. I'm almost 70 years old. Don't look like it, right? Yeah, this morning I went to see a doctor, and when I told her my age, she said, no, you kidding? I said, yes, almost 70. So the people raised their hands. The first guy raised their hands, or girl. Do you remember 10 commandments of Tzu Chi or 10 precepts? 十戒, Tzu Chi 十戒. What is number 7? Huh? No gambling, right? So when the priest or father asks you, will you marry this guy? I do. 我赌了. I do. So the second time, raise your hand, continue to do. 继续 do. The third time, raise your hands, always do. 读到你死为止. You gamble until the day you die. Isn't this right? Isn't it true? The marriage is the biggest gamble in your life. So don't try it until you are ready. And you are responsible for it. Don't try it. Today my wife is not here, so but just 2 days ago, when we hands by hand, heart to heart, walk on the in the sunset time, and I said, hey, Lydia, my darling, I already know you for 50 years. I know my wife since freshman, 50 years ago, 50 years. Can you last that long, your friendship and marriage? If you don't say, I do. Gambling. But what else is not gambling in your life? What else? Even today you come to Tzu Chi, you are gambling. You are gambling. But after my speech, you know this gamble is successful. It's the right gamble. It's not called gamble, it's called wisdom. Because 27 years, 28 years, okay, I give up my career, my money, my business to this organization, follow this master, and I know today, if not her, if not this organization, I probably won't be here. Long time ago, just 4 or 5 fortune teller told me I cannot pass year 49, age 49. The way I ate, I drink, I'm pretty sure I will pass away in age 49. But today is 69. So it's not gamble. It's a wise choice. It's a wise choice. But who asked me to do that? Not Master Cheng Yen, not my wife. It's something inside me. When I met Master Cheng Yen, at that time, you're talking, I mean, she's 80 now, right? So you're talking 27 years ago, so she's like 60-something. 60, yeah. Oh, 57, 53, okay, 53. My mathematics is terrible. But she's so skinny. And at that time, the Jingshi abort is so simple and so, I would say, obsolete, okay? and not even a bit compared with those temples or churches I went. Not even 1/10 or 1/100. I mean, how can a great master, Dharma master, live in such a simple abode, and she can build a hospital? So here comes the curiosity. I ask her a lot of questions. First day, she spent a lot of time with me, tell me why she want to do Tzu Chi, and what's the value of your life. And tell you the truth, in my college time, I was a Baptist. I'm a Christian, okay? And my wish is I want to become a priest at that time. And then when I try to get into Taiwan University, my first will is there is a college called Zheng Da, okay? It's a National Cheng Chi University. And my first wish is to become an ambassador, a diplomat. But unluckily, is I didn't join that department. I study law. I become a law student. But luckily today, I'm just like a Tzu Chi ambassador worldwide. So sometimes the fate, sometimes you cannot control your fate. But do you believe fate or feng shui or fortune teller? Is there a fate or not? Yes. Is there a feng shui or not? Yes. Just like today, okay, this location, when we bought a piece of property, it's location. Yes, if you live on top of a hill, naturally the people living there is going to get sick all the time because the winds, 过山风. Or if you live against this street, just like in Los Angeles, there's one restaurant, against to a heavy traffic street. So one day, one old guy drive a Cadillac, and he put, the heart attack, and then crash into the restaurant, killing 3-4 people. So that's feng shui. But you can prevent that. You can prevent that. You can prevent you controlled by your fate. So before, say, we got to find a good location. 风水福地福人居，就是说 good location must live a good people. But Master say, why you want to do that? You make yourself a lucky or good people or fortunate people. So wherever you go is a good location for you. Hey, change your attitude. Do you know attitude? If you number A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and D, X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 24, 25, 26, the number. Add it up 100 points. Do you know the words is what? Attitude. A-T-T-T-I-T-U-D. You add it up. Tonight, if you have nothing to do, add it up. A is 1, right? Yeah, A-T. T is like, I don't know, maybe 19 or 20 something. Not healthy, not wealthy, not wife, not husband, not love, but attitude. You add it up, attitude, A-D-T-I-T-U-D-E is 100 points. So one day I asked Arthur, my third son, he's so smart, I say, because I spoke to a lot of people, just like today, Tzu Jing. Can you find me a second word, 100 points? A lot of Tzu Jing, 3-4 months passed away, passed already, nobody answered me. And Arthur says, my son, yeah, I found this another word. I don't know how he did it. He just find another word. I'm not going to tell you the answer. You tell me tomorrow. Try to find a word, spelling-wise, add it up is 100 points. Okay, you will be shocked. What is that? But that's not what I try to tell you. I told you money is the one I like before the most. So one day, when I'm still speculating in Taiwan's real estate near the international airport, I went back to Hualien. Usually, I sit quietly beside the master, listen to her teachings. But that day, because we try, it's a probation or it's auction. Okay, I forgot. So my partner keep calling me, do you want to add up 2 million or 10 million NT? So I have to go in and out, in and out. So Master Cheng Yen said, Stephen, what are you doing today? Why are you so busy for? I said, sorry, Master. I'm doing some business with my friend here. Are you speculating some lands here? How you know? How she know? Actually, we try to get that land and maybe we sell it with a big profit. So she's a little bit upset. I heard you are pretty rich already. Oh yes, pretty rich. I have to admit. First day, April the 3rd, I took my local manager from Taiwan. I asked him to bring 3 checks with me. Because at that time I don't know Master Cheng Yen. I say, hey, Eugene, if this master, so we have lunch, I will put some cash from my pocket. Don't pull out any checks from your pocket. If she's pretty good, I kick you once, you take the small check out to donate. If I kick you twice, the middle-sized check. If I kick you 3 times, then you take out the biggest check to donate. After I talk to Master Cheng Yen, you kidding me? I kick him up 100 times. Take it all out. Take it all out. 3 checks. So I don't know how much, I forgot. So, but I'm pretty sure in the first day I met Master Cheng, I already honorary board member, 荣董啊, for sure, okay? And in 5 days, I become her disciple, so I was a commissioner. So 荣董委员, okay? Honorable board members and commissioner in 5 days. That's me. Do you know what commissioner means? Commit 慈济 mission, ER. Commit the mission, the people. But at that time, I say, Master, I want to become your disciple. Okay, 5 days. I want you to be your commissioner too. Okay, you're a commissioner now. Today, not that easy. 2 years training, maybe not pass. So how come you don't want to come earlier? You don't need me to train. But this is how through my big change in my life, in my philosophy of the value of life. Okay, so go back to the story. Master is a little bit upset. I heard you are pretty rich already. How come you still so busy trying to make money? Why you need so much money for? So she asked me, how about if I give you 500 NT a day to eat? Is that enough? So calculate right away. I said, yes, because each meal only costs about 80 NT. So 80 times 3 is 240. So in 2 seconds, I answer Master and say, yes, it's enough. I have 260 to change. Then she started to tell me my personal 静思语啊, personal, only me. Say, if you have enough, why you are so busy for? What's happened? Oh, they fix it? Yeah, that's me. If you have enough, why you still so busy for? 忙啊. Yeah, the Chinese character 忙就是 dead to your heart or dead to your mind. Okay. At that time, I keep thinking. So in 1994, 5 years later, see, 5 days I become her disciple. 5 years later, I retire. Just before I retire, actually, IPO in Wall Street, my company is ready to go IPO to public. But I told my partner is Jewish. I said, you go ahead. And my share, I'll sell you very, very cheap. Oh, Simon, my partner, he's very happy. When I met him in 84, he was divorced, bankrupt, no car, rent a little junky house in New York. And his wife is Miss New York. So beautiful, Debbie. When I meet him in 84, 10 years later, 94, I make him a multi-millionaire. And we should go together to become a public company, my Burjin company. And I decided to give up. In his mind, I say, this guy must be crazy, or his master must be influence him so much, so he's crazy. But let me tell you, make a long story short. Just a couple of years ago, I received a letter from his wife's brother, asked me to help because his sister wanted to sue him after divorce, some cheating or something. And then my godson is his son, Oscar. I think he took dopes and passed away in jail. Okay? And then I heard, I cannot find him anymore. I heard he went bankrupt again. And then Debbie has passed away too. So things just changed so rapidly. After I left him, he must be a multi-billionaire. I don't know. But today I cannot find him. His son is dead because taking dopes. And then a lot of lawsuits waiting for him. And I try to find him. I cannot find him. I don't know if he's still alive or not. But I'm still here to talk to you as a 42 years old guy. Although I'm 69. But this is not enough. Actually, 2 years ago, when I flew in from Vatican, you see, I signed a memorandum with the Catholic Church because we spent $12 million to build 4 schools in Haiti. So the Vatican, Pope, so appreciate Master. So I represent Master Cheng Yen, flew to Rome, signed memorandum. So right after I flew from Rome to New York, in a dark time, inside the cabin, there is a 空中小姐, a steward. Actually, she should be 空中老姐. She's so old. You know, American Airlines, all the stewards so old, right? She not called 小姐, she called 老姐, okay? I don't know, she must be 70-something already, okay? And still serving us. So I feel so sorry for her. So one guy sit beside me, an American. We talk about each other, and then, you know, it's a little bit dark inside the cabinet, and then he ordered a cocktail. He said, hey, buddy, Steven, you want to order one cocktail? So the stewardess here, I want to order a cocktail. She looked at me and say, I'm sorry, sir, you have to be 21 to drink. I have to be 21. I say, are you kidding? She said, yes, I have to see your ID. Wow, I'm so happy, right? I'm not 21 yet. So I went back to Hualien and tell the story to Master Cheng Yen. And Master Cheng Yen say, what are you so happy for? You say she is so old and it's so dark. This is Master Cheng Yen. That's the first day I saw her. Okay. So, she is a role model for me. Actually, I heard so many speeches and teachings. Actually, like I told you, I was a law student, right? I read a lot of books. Especially, I like the Chinese philosophy, Lao Tzu, Confucius. So I study and research. But somehow, just like I earned a praise from Wall Street or Discovery, I said, what kind of master she is? I said, she is an ordinary person, but somehow what she did is extraordinary. Just like she sent me to Afghanistan in 1998. At that time, still war. Taliban and Northern Alliance is still fighting each other after the Russian withdraw from Afghanistan. You see, luckily, this is the gear I bring in the satellite phone. I bring 2 satellite phones. Because after our mission in Bamiyang, the Big Buddha area, you know, we were kidnapped by warlord. They won't let us go. So this is just a few photos you can see at that time, a Christian and Buddhist to help Muslim. Okay, we sent in about 1,000 kilos of antibiotics, no medicine over there. So the photo keep going. Okay, Mike. Yeah. So the second time when Bin Laden blew up the 2 towers in New York. So now I come on the mission again. I get the order from Master and say, go back to Afghanistan. Okay, this is the big Buddha. You see the guy in the right legs? That's me. Very little ant. That Buddha statue is about 55.5 meter high. But you all know in 2001, Taliban blew it up, right? Yeah. But I was there. Xuanzang Fa was there 1,000-some years ago, and I was there. So touched. See, 2001, they get blown up. So NBC guy from NBC, the TV, said, Mr. Huang, how you feel about they blow up your Buddha? He said, my Buddha. I say, I feel sorry for those guys, but I'm not sad. Sorry means why they have to blow up a Buddha statue. I mean, he stand there for 1,000 years. He never bother anybody. Although you don't like him, I mean, you're Muslim, but you don't have to blow him up. But why I'm not sad? Because what they blow up is stones. The spirit of Buddha will never be blown up. only if you blow up yourself. Everybody have a Buddha nature in your mind or in your body. And this is very important. This is what Buddha come to this earth for. Why he become a prince in India 2,500 years ago? Because he want to tell us everybody have a Buddha nature or a great, great human nature inside our body. Everybody should be born equal. Although it's a sad story, as of today, you know, in India or Nepal, still there's a lot of sad stories. There's 4 castes, right? You all know that. And still it's going on. I mean, women was raped, you know, no penalties. I mean, or all kind of things. Here, you can see now it's empty, okay? Here comes, here goes. And you guys comes, you guys goes. And like maybe 20 years later, I'll be gone, you'll be still here. Or maybe tomorrow you'll be gone, I'll be here. Hey, you never know, right? You never know. There's impermanent. There's nothing is permanent. You never know. So that's what I try to tell you today. My story, or Buddha's story. See, Buddha as a prince in the kingdom, how can he leave his family, his palace, his wife and kids? I mean, good food, good palace, you know, good enjoyment of life. Why he have to do that? Why? And Master Cheng Yen actually, in her family, she's pretty rich family too. Okay, and before she is so beautiful. I mean, she can marry, have a very good marriage, but she don't want to. She don't want to be ordinary woman. So she decided to become a Buddhist nun. But from then on, it's all kind of hardship in front of her. But look what she did all these 50 years. That's why I'm here. And I treat her like my mother, because my mother passed away about 41 years ago already. And she taught me so many good things about life, so many right thinking about life, and the value about life. My young fellows, today you probably heard a lot of speeches, especially today. I mean, this year is election year. You hear that candidate's speech, you hear that candidate's speech, and politicians always give us a very good speech, always, right? But how much they deliver, I don't know. That's why in Tzu Chi, the 10th precepts or our 10th commandment, no politic can be involved in Tzu Chi organization, because we are simple organization. We don't want to be complicated. How can you make your life valuable, meaningful? 我现在在用一个中文问你们：你们要做一个死的活人，还是活的死人？ I don't know how to translate in English right. You want me to a live person with 活的死人，还是 死的活人
living corpse.
Okay. Come on, help me, Stephanie. Go ahead.
So whether you want to become a person who's living, right? But if you look at a corpse, so a core being like you have that body, so we say living core, 活的死人.
See, that's what a difference with English and Mandarin is difference. But why the God creates so many languages? To create the division, misunderstanding. But face the fact. That's the fact. Even the languages, okay, it's so difficult to understand. So how can you understand the people's mind? Even you spoke. Even in India, I mean, Buddha speak one language, people cannot understand him, so a lot of people don't really try to follow him because they don't understand. But how can Master Cheng Yen understand us? No, she cannot. tell you the truth. That's what today, remember her speech? He said, so hard to help an ordinary person in today's state, because we are getting complicated and more complicated and more complicated. So one young man asked a monk, old Zen monk, say, hey, master, is there a hell and heaven? 有没有天堂跟地狱啊? No, there is no heaven and no hell. So, okay. So he went to another monk. Is there the heaven or hell? He said, yes, there is heaven and there is hell. How come? How come? Your master says there is no heaven and hell, and you say there is a hell and heaven. So the monk asked the young man, are you married? You have a wife? Yes. Do you have a house and car? Yes. Do you sometimes very stubborn, persist your ideas, your opinion? Yes. That's why you have hell and heaven. So the house, the car represent material. The wife represent people. The idea, persistence idea, or stubbornly insist your opinion is represent your mind. If you have these things, yes, there is heaven and hell. If you don't, there is no heaven and no hell. Understand or not? No. If you understand today, I won't be here, because you are better than I do. Not easy to understand, right? Why you have wives? You have wife, then you have family. You have family, you get complicated. You have a house, it get complicated. You have a car, you get complicated. Just like before, I bought a Rolls Royce. Every time I drove it out to a restaurant, 3 minutes I come out, still there. 5 minutes to come out, it get scratched. So I become the car's slave. You marry to a wife, you become wife slave. You have a son, you become son's slaves. You have a lot of money, you become money slaves. Especially a lot of money. See, look at those rich guys. They try to be richer to be the best at the top, right? But like climb up a mountain, when you get top of a mountain, you have to come down. So are you prepared? Are you well prepared when times comes, you have to come down? There's not always good days in your life. So, life is short, okay? Life is short. Just like this is 5 years old family holder in Afghanistan. We give him the card so he can receive. I mean, he has brothers and sisters, only 5 years old. His parents were all killed by Taliban. Okay, I mean, so many sad stories. Mike, keep show us the pictures. I don't have time. Okay, you just keep showing. Everybody just look at the photo, but give me your ears and your mind. Eyes can look at the screen, but give me your hearts. See, life is short. Life is short. Although you live 20 years or 30 years, or even you live 100 years, 100 years to a history is still a short time. But within 100 years or 50 years, how can you say, I have a good life? Who judged that? Who? You or somebody else? Just like today I say, I'm only 21. Who judged that? You or me? I can be my own life's master. I can be a master. I don't want to be somebody else's slave. So you cannot put 1 minute, even 1 minute, add 1 minute to your life. Nobody can control that. But you can add up some life to your time. You cannot add one time to your life, but you can add one life to your time, just like today. Starting yesterday and today. You guys is so wise to come to San Jose. So wise. I don't know why you're so lucky. How come I'm not that lucky when I was 24? Until I was 42. So a lot of time, a lot of Tzu Jing ask me, hey, Uncle Huang, join Tzu Chi, cannot do that, but you guys always enjoy it already. You enjoy the good food, you enjoy the women, you enjoy the man, you enjoy everything. But you ask us, don't enjoy it. I say, yes. Yes, but we are paying 付出代价, okay? You're paying the price. You're paying the price. So that's what, for the last 4 or 5 months, my back hurts. And this morning, Ray Shen is so good, take me to a Chinese doctor. And she said, oh, don't worry, I'll get it done, you know. But I saw about 10, 15 doctors already. Okay, 有医生看到没医生, okay. But maybe today's doctor will cure me. I don't know. And tell you the truth, I don't care. I don't care. As of today, I already know. I know what debts I have before. So just willingly pay back. Everything is karma. Everything. Good karma, bad karma. Okay? Everything is karma. Believe or not, will you believe reincarnation? If you don't, then you don't have to work hard or study hard. You just enjoy your fate, right? But there is incarnation, reincarnation. How you prove it? This is not me, okay? The Buddha teach us how you prove it. Okay, listen, or watch. You hear the sound when I hit the cup? Yes? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Can you hear it? Yes? Okay, open your eyes. Can you hear it? Yes. You hear no cup sound. You open your eyes, right? You watch me doing this. You hear no sound. If I turn off all the lights, right now it's 9 o'clock in the evening, turn off all lights. Now you can see me when I turn on the lights. If I turn off the lights, you say, oh, I cannot see you. No, you still can see me, but you see a darkness. The function of your eyes, because no lights, no heat, no function. But when there's no light, you can see, oh, Mr. Huang is there, but I cannot see him. That's what you still can see me. Understand? Yes, good. Somebody's with me. Yes, this is telling you the nature of your hear, the nature of your see is never, never change. Think about it. So today, if Master teaching, okay, can be in your hearts, just like what she just said. I want you to tell me when I put the commissioner badge on your body, you tell Master, Master, here comes your kids. And you are with her heart to heart, hand to hands. Together, we're doing a mission. A mission of what? A mission of trying to save this world. In 10, 20 years, I'll be gone, but this is your world. You guys are still young. So who should we work harder? Not me? Not her? You! But today I'm so sorry. So many people, so few people join Tzu Chi. Today I see only 100-some members, right? To join this camp. We should have double, triple. Young people with big hearts, just like you, try to save your children. See, in United Nations, there's a plaque in the Children's Foundation. We are borrowing the earth from our children to live on. We borrow the earth from our children to live on. So what kind of earth you want to return to your children? Everybody say, I love my children. I love my grandson. But the earth or the globe you give to your son, your children, is a dirty, filthy, not livable, polluted. And you say you love your children. Is that right? No. That's why this guy sent by President Obama to celebrate 50th anniversary. I talked to him, and he is a priest, a Christian priest, okay? He so admire Master Cheng Yen. And then show you another picture from Bruce Nuts, okay? He's the director of United Nations DPI. DPI is the press department. And he's a Caucasian, okay? And last year, I entertained him to show all Tzu Chi buildings or missions, what we did for the last 50 years. So he's so touched. This year, just last month, he went back to Taiwan with his team, and they have a meeting in Korea. Right after Korea, he all of a sudden he kneel down and say, Master Cheng Yen, I want to be your disciple. He's a Caucasian. Bruce Nuts. And he vowed to the Master, said, I'll help you in United Nations. I hope January 11, 2017 will be the ethical eating day, no killing day. And this number, Master just told you, 153,446,000 beings killed each day. So if you don't want to change this crucial fact, then you are not love your children. Or you say you love your children, you love your earth, you're cheating, you cheat yourself. You cheat your conscience. And this is what I found in Tzu Chi. Hey, if you do all good things and do one mistake, and people forget about all good things, and only remember your one mistake, don't blame them. You make one mistake, people have no obligation to remember your goodness. So you regret or you confess. And this is what Master teaches us. Once you have that kind of mind or philosophy, then your life will be much easier. But if you say, hey, I give you 9 good things, only one bad thing, how come you don't trust me or you kind of give me a hard time? That's the difference between ordinary person or Tzu Chi person. And why I say that? Because now in front of you, Uncle Stephen Huang is completely different character. I changed my mind just only 20-some years, not 2,000 years, but only 20-some years, trained by Master Cheng Yen and trained by Tzu Chi. You think these Sigu Sibo, are they so easy to deal with? No, they are tough. Stephanie is so tough. Johan, tough. Okay? A lot of Sigu Sibo here, they are not so easy. Tell you the truth. People are stubborn. That's what I say. Material, okay, your mind or your willingness. I mean, when you have all this, even then you have heaven and hell. Either you go to heaven or you go to hell. But in Buddhism, even you go to heaven is not at the end. But I'm not going to tell you the right answer now. You find out yourself. Everybody is different. Everybody is different. That's what I respect all kind of religion. All kind. Because Buddha say everybody was born equal. But is that real equal? No. No. It's so unfair to those women in Afghanistan or in India. That's what sometime today, okay, if you are female, when you look or study Buddhism or the Dharma Sutra, don't be confused by saying, oh, if you want to enlighten, you have to change from woman to a man. A couple weeks ago, I spoke in Los Angeles. I just tell them, you have to think about under those years, 2,500 years ago, the circumstances, the society. Women have no position at all in the society. So sometimes you look at the books or you look at the sutra, don't misunderstand by the wording. That's what 49 years Buddha taught people, and at the end, he said, I never say one word. Just like today, okay? This is beautiful flower. said here, so white, purple, green, brown, black. How black? How purple? How green? Can you speak to your mom in your phone unless you take a picture? Even with a picture, it's not 100% correct. Or tonight's dinner, so delicious. How delicious? How delicious? Can you describe in a language, in the word? No. So that's what Zen come from, Zen. So one day Buddha have the flowers from right to the left, to the left, to the right. Nobody understand what he tried to say. But one of his eldest disciples smile. Just like when I speak to you, somebody smile. He understand me. I understand you. Heart to heart. You don't have to say a word. We know each other. But how can reach that stage, that level? You join Tzu Chi, you will find out it's not hard. It's not hard because in Tzu Chi it's every day, okay? You overcome yourself. I use the word overcome. It's like a lot of people misunderstand Buddhism. Oh, you cannot eat meat, you have to be vegetarian, or no sex, or no this, no that. We are not against the human nature. We are trying to overcome the human nature. When you overcome your human nature, then your Buddha nature will appear. Think about this tonight. What is Buddha nature? When you sacrifice yourself, when people think you are abnormal, sometimes it's not abnormal. You are superior. You already overcome yourself. Who is the biggest enemy in your life? Who? Yes. Yes, yourself. Not any other people. You yourself is the biggest enemy in your life. So in Tzu Chi, if you are trained to overcome yourself, like all these Suku Supo, why they have to be here? Serve you. They are 65, 45. You guys are only 15, 20, 25. But they treat you better than their own son because their son never come here. You come here. My son won't never come here. That's why I love you. But who is my son? Who is my son? Albert, Arthur? Or Anita, my daughter? Before, yes, they are my son and daughter. But today, Mike is my son. That's why I treat him so good. That's why he said, all the good food he ate for me. He becomes so fat. So that's a cause and result, okay? So, I mean, I have so many stories to tell you, but they only give me 1 hour, and I give up 10 minutes to Mike because he needs to be here. I need to give him a stick, just like Philip last night, Michael Philip, right? Michael Philip. I watch him every night. This guy, 31 years old, 22 gold. Gosh. He break the record for 1,600 years. Break the records. And he's American. And from his story, you know, he's an abnormal son. He's an abnormal kid. His mother say, 他是过动儿啊. But today, he's a hero of the United States. I mean, he wins so many medals in swimming. So, see, this is your potential talents. In Tzu Chi, like those Suku Supo, okay? In ordinary time, they're just ordinary housewife. But today, they are super women. They can do everything. Yes. So this is what Master says. This is what Master says. 只要心念一转，点滴的付出也能形成善的效应。Okay. This is the translation. You guys just watch yourself. Okay, next. See, keep smiling. 百善孝为先啊，孝顺的孝跟 smile, 同音. But why I put these kids here? Look at him. So cute, innocent, pure. One day before, you were like him or her. But today, we become ugly, fake. I mean, so many 心机怎么讲? Okay, Johan, I want you to translate for me right now. Okay, I'm going to say Chinese, and you speak English right away. Where is Johan? Or Eric? Eric is fine. Eric, okay, stand up, Eric. All right. 当你用心，明天会更好。当你用心机，明天一定会更老。
Okay, when you are mindful, tomorrow will be even better. But when you are calculating or have an ill intent, the next day you'll only be older.
See, this is different, okay? He's American, I'm a Chinese. 40-some years ago, my car ran into some accident, and then the insurance company tried to take advantage of me because I cannot express so good in English when I go to the court. But my manager, he's a Jewish, he's a 70-year-old guy. He talked to the judge. He said, my boss is a Chinese, okay? And then insurance company representative keeps saying, his English I cannot understand. Okay, so please, Mr. Lawyer, you speak some Mandarin right now. Shut up. So the judge say, not guilty. Let me tell you a story, okay? At the end, because I'm leaving tonight, I probably won't see you again in my whole life. So, I don't know. I welcome you come back to Hualien. I'll be there soon. Or maybe they will invite me again next time. I don't know. Actually, today I come by accident. Sometime, I don't know. Okay, that's why we have come today. We already have appointment today with all of you. That's why I'm here, you are here. Okay? The story is a priest. Okay? He so believe in God. But believe in over. Okay, so he cannot swim. So there's a flood. So people say, come on, priest. Mr. Simon, please, you cannot swim. Here comes the truck. Come with us, otherwise you'll be drowned, you'll be dead. No, God won't let me die. I trust him, I trust thee. Flood the water level keep going up. The boat comes. Mr. Simon, please, come with us. It's so dangerous, you cannot swim. No, I trust God. He will save me. So the water level keep going up to the roof. So everybody climb up to the roof. Helicopter comes. Please, Mr. Simon, please come up. No, I trust in God. He will not give up me because I serve him in my whole life. So he died. He cannot swim. His soul go to the heaven. He is so pissed off. He is so mad to talk to St. Peter. How can you let me drown? I'm so loyal, so good to God. I serve all my life for him. How can you guys do that? Don't be so mad. St. Peter said, let me look at the records. In certain day, certain time, we report to God. God said, send the truck. You don't want to come up. Send the boat. You still don't want to come up. Send the helicopter. You still don't want to come up. So we report the fact to God. And God only write 2 words in Chinese. Say, 活该. And I ask Johan and Eric, I say, how I translate 活该 in English? And they say, what do you say? You deserve it, or, but it's different taste. 味道不一样，对不对？ hey, you guys are really terrible. How come I say Hawkeye, everybody understand, and you force me to speak English? Jesus. So anyway, time's up. I have to go, okay? So I want to give you 2 words in Chinese. Well, the moral is, you want the God to help you, you have to help yourself first. You want other people to help you, you help yourself first, right? You want to be the master of your life, but don't depend on God or what else, or Buddha or Bodhisattva, or even your neighbor. No, trust yourself. Buddha nature, everybody is equal. So the last, I want to give you 2 words. If you don't help yourself, I'm going to give you these 2 words. What is the 2 words? No. 再见. Goodbye. Goodbye.
So thank you again, Sishan Baba, Stephen Sibo, for sharing all of his insights and experience with us. So we've heard a lot of Stephen Sibo's experiences on what it means to be a virtuous person. And we also learned that the conversion of letters to numbers, attitude has 100 points. And 100 points means you're correct. And that means you are right. That means with the right attitude, you are able to make the right decisions in your life. And, or actually, with the right attitude, you are able to realize what is valuable in life. And then with that, you are able to make the right actions in your life as well. And we all know the right action, perhaps next time, or the next camp you will attend,